welcome back to another video. So today I have a makeup tutorial on this look right here. It's my navy Asian wedding get ready with me or makeup tutorial. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of do like a colour series. I did bronze last week, so I thought I'd do navy. I get like Indian wedding makeup tutorials are one of like the most requested videos I get from you in terms of like theme and kind of like videos focused on Indian skin tones and warmer skin tones. So I thought, why not do a colour series on like the Indian wedding makeup tutorial series. So next week will be green. Actually no, next week is purple, and I think the week after I'll do green. I also do want to mention, like, if you go to a lot of Indian weddings and you wear a lot of colour, this Urban Decay palette is like bomb. Yeah, I'm just gonna jump straight into this video and stop rambling. I hope you guys will enjoy it. I already have my eyebrows done. I've used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in dark brown, and I'm just touching up a few bits on the outer edge. And then for my eyelids, I started with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Tan Sand and grabbed the shade Bay from the Huda Beauty palette and set that in place. And now I'm using the shade Henna, and I'm just buffing this with a fluffy brush in the crease, the outer corner and inner corner of my eyelid. And I'm bringing it quite high, and I made sure that I use less pressure as I go upwards. And then I went in with Cocoa, which is a darker brown, and that went underneath Henna. You don't want to mix the two together, even though I kind of did, but try to mix the two as less as you can. But just make sure everything's blended. I just wanted the outer corners to be a bit dark. And then I went in with Black Truffle, which is literally a black shade, and I'm just buffing this into the outer corner and inner corner with a small M509 brush by Morphe. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to grab the Urban Decay After Dark palette, and I'm using this dark navy shade first on the center of my lid. And then I also went in with the lighter turquoise color in the palette, which is so stunning, and I wanted to make that center bit pop, so I just placed that on the center. And I did use my finger because I feel like these shadows work best with a finger. And then I went back with my brushes that I used with Cocoa and Henna just to touch up the outer bits and make sure that everything was nicely blended. And I feel like this is the bit where you just go in and touch up any areas you feel like need more blending or need more colour. And yeah, in here I felt like I needed to wing it out a bit more, so I was quite messy with it. I knew I was going to use a wipe, so you don't have to be neat. Just make sure it's nicely blended on the areas where you know the eyeshadow is going to be staying. And then I just made a sharp line with the makeup wipe. And now I'm grabbing the shade Moon Dust from the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, and I'm just highlighting my brow bone with that. It's a nice gold pale shade. And for lashes, I'm using my Cocoa lashes in a mall. I swear down, these lashes are like the best pair I have. And now I'm going in with the Urban Decay 24/7 eye kohl pencil in black. This is like a really nice high-end eye pencil, and I just tight line with this and line my waterline. I'm doing this while my eyelashes were drying, by the way. And then for lashes, or mascara I mean, I'm using my Lancome Monsieur Big mascara. I swear, like, I've been wearing this every day. It's just like with a few swipes it gives you so much volume, and today I'm not doing 2 layers because I'm obviously wearing lashes, but it just looks stunning. It's just so nice. But anyways, I'm going to put my lashes on. I did use the Revlon lash glue, by the way. It's like my go-to lash glue, and I've been loving these tweezer things sent to me by Classy Lashes, and it just helps to make my lashes and the fake lashes bind together. Now using the Urban Decay Shapeshifter palette in medium dark, I'm using the orange corrector shade and just correcting any areas of my face, especially like the pigmentation on my cheeks and around my mouth. And then foundation today, I'm using the NARS Sheer Glow foundation in Tahoe and the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Caramel, and I'm mixing these two together. And I did use my Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush just to blend everything out. I do have a coupon code in the info box if you guys want any money off from Sigma. Their brushes are really nice. But I've been loving this brush because it has this flat edge, and I feel like it gives me the most coverage possible. And literally you can just tell like it covers everything instantly. Obviously the foundations are really good, but the brush really helps to keep that full coverage there. But yeah, I'm just blending away. Then I'm going to use some concealer. I don't know when that's going to come up. I'm doing my forehead, taking my time. But yeah, for concealer I'm using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in Tan, and I'm just using this under my eyes and blending it out with my damp beauty blender. And it is like literally kind of like my skin tone. It's a tad lighter but not light enough. So what I do is I go in with the highlight shade in the Urban Decay palette. Don't know what I'm doing there, but I'm just going to highlight my under eyes with that, and I feel like this really helps to like really brighten my under eye. The Too Faced concealer is there to kind of like conceal my under eyes, but then this palette helps me to really highlight and make it bright under the eyes and wherever I want a brighter area. So I'm just blending away with my beauty blender, and I do like to highlight my forehead now because I feel like I have a small forehead, so to make it appear a bit larger I just put a lot of highlight on there, and it makes it look a bit bigger when you put the contour on. I'm using the darkest colour in the palette, cream colour, and I'm just going to place this with a brush. This is the Urban Decay brush. I'll write the brush that I used in the info box, but I'm just placing the product on first, and then I'm going in with my beauty blender just to blend it out. I will have a review on this palette tomorrow, by the way, just like key points about it because some of you wanted an in-depth review on it. So yeah, but it's just stunning. Like, I'm just going to blend it with my beauty blender and just look at it. It just blends so perfectly. I've literally been using this every day, I'm not even kidding you, like just to like bronze and highlight my face. Once I was done with all the blending, I went in with my Kat Von D loose setting powder and I did a bit of baking under my eyes. And I literally keep that on for like 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, like 2 seconds, and I just brush it all off. And with whatever excess powder I have, I just use it on my forehead, my nose and my chin. And then I'm using contour colour from the palette, and I'm just going to place that on the cream contour just to kind of bronze up a bit more. And I did do a mistake there, but I will show you. I wanted to keep it in to show you how easy like it is to fix up, because these powders are so easy to work with. But there you go, it's just gone. So I just continued with my blending, and I really like to contour my hairline and put bronzer there because I just feel like it makes you look super bronzy. And then for blush, I'm using the Bobbi Brown blush in pale pink, and then for highlight I use the highlighter in the palette, and seriously it looks pink in the palette, but look, it just goes on gold. It's so weird. I feel like that's why I didn't use it the first time, because I don't really like pink highlighters, but when you put it on the skin it's literally like a gold highlight, which is perfect for darker skin tones. But yeah, I'm just highlighting the highest points of my face, and then finally I'm using my Smashbox primer water just to set everything in place and make everything melt together. And then I did go in with Cocoa and Black Truffle from the Huda Beauty palette on my lower lash line, and I also went in with my Lancome mascara again on my lashes as well. But seriously, like, you can just blend those two colours on your lower lash line. And then I also went with Moon Dust that we use on the brow bone in the inner corner as well. I then took my Urban Decay kohl pencil again and draw a bindi on my forehead. You can obviously buy these, but I didn't have any, my mum didn't have any, so I thought let me just draw it on. You can do this, you don't have to worry about it falling off. But yeah, I did that. And then for lips, I'm going with my MAC lip pencil in Spice. I wanted to have my lips like a pinky nude, so I went in with that. And then for liquid lipstick, I used my Huda Beauty liquid lipstick in Girlfriend, which is like one of my go-to colours to use like on a daily basis. Like literally, this is the one I keep in my handbag. So that's the end of this makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more makeup tutorials like these, give this video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!